Okay, so I'm back to talk about another recipe I made, which is basically a simple one. Everybody make this one, roasted vegetables. You can't beat it. So I actually made this yesterday, and then I forgot to make a video, and then I took some pictures, but I was like, let me just shorten this up and just show y'all exactly the spices that I use, and then I'll put the picture on there of how it looked before I put it in the oven and after I put it in the oven, and the final bowl afterwards. Okay, so this video is about roasted vegetables with quinoa and asparagus on the side. Healthy meal, and you can pretty much use any vegetables. That's why I love roasted vegetables. You can pretty much use anything. You do want to make sure, like, if you do use like the hard vegetables, like carrots, sweet potatoes. I can't really think of no other hard, well, no, not squash. Some other vegetables, you want to make sure you chop them up like really good. But I chop them, I mean, not good, but small. But I chop them up in, like, you know, little small cube square sizes. But I'm gonna show y'all the spices that I use for the roasted vegetables, and then I'm gonna show y'all the spices I use for the asparagus, and then from there I'll show y'all the picture of what it looked like before and after. Simple, tasty, a 2-day meal, which I wanted it to be 3 days, but I didn't make enough, but it's cool. So here are the spices. I'm gonna turn it over. Okay, so these are the spices that I use. So right here we got peppercorn. I got that from Sam's Club, and then pink Himalayan salt, which I love pink Himalayan salt because it's not as strong as the sea salt, which is right here. And I am very heavy-handed, and I notice when I do sea salt, I always put too much on. But I notice with pink Himalayan salt, I could put a lot on, and it'll balance out. So I use peppercorn, pink Himalayan salt, garlic powder, onion powder. I get these from Sam's Club, and I use lemon for my asparagus. When I tell you banger, like, what makes it bang is the lemon. I'm not gonna lie. Like, do your asparagus, do your broccoli. I don't know. I don't know if I did cauliflower, but I think cauliflower was good with just sea salt, pepper, and olive oil, and what is it? Yeah, sea salt, pepper, and olive oil. It was pretty good like that. But I'm telling you, asparagus and broccoli, try this. Pepper, some kind of salt, garlic, onion, and some lemon. You pour the lemon on after you put the seasoning on there, and then when you take it out, you put a little bit more on there. But, like, you got to be like a lemon lover too, or just like lemon a little bit. It takes it to a whole nother level. Like, I'll be salty when I don't even have the lemon, because it's like I can't eat it. It does nothing for me. So that's what I use for the asparagus. And then, you know, you just throw it in the air fryer. So these are the spices I use in addition to the salt, pepper, garlic, onion. And I use Italian seasoning, rosemary, thyme, and red peppers. I use that to put on my vegetables, and it came out really, really good. Like, I was, like, pleasantly surprised. I thought it was just going to be okay, but this was a good mixture. I didn't over-season because I am heavy-handed, and I put just the amount of red crushed peppers in there because I always wind up putting a little bit too much, but it got, like, a sweet heat to it. And I'm like, okay. And I was salty. I gotta put the camera back on me because I forgot to put my red peppers on there. Like, I literally went to the farmer's market, bought 2 and 3 of, and I think I bought 3 of them, and I forgot, but I was happy because it came out sweet anyway. So those are the spices that I use on my asparagus and on the roasted vegetables. And then after this, I'm gonna show y'all the picture of before and after. Okay, so these are the ingredients that I use. So I have my green bell pepper. I had the Spanish onion. I used 1 zucchini, 1 onion, 1 bell pepper. I didn't want to use red peppers, but I totally forgot about it, and I literally bought 3 and forgot. I think I mentioned that. And then you have your carrots, and then I have my sweet potato that I use, and then those are the seasonings I use. Pepper, pink Himalayan salt because it's not as strong as sea salt. Italian seasoning, crushed red peppers, thyme, rosemary, garlic powder, and onion powder. And those are the seasonings. Okay, excuse the cutoff, but those are the seasonings that I use on both the roasted vegetables and the asparagus. So right here, I just put everything on the sheet pan. I seasoned it. I put some oil on there. Like I said, I try not to do the oil. Just put it in there. I didn't use a bowl. I just mixed it up. Got everything congealed together. And this is what it looked like afterwards. And I wound up actually splitting it between 2 sheets because it couldn't be piled up on each other like that, or else it wasn't going to cook even. So I just wound up doing that, and I think it looked pretty good. And it looked like a lot more than I have now because I really wanted it to be 3 days, but this really going to be 2 days because I'm going to kill it. So this is what it looks like afterwards. Of course, it looks a little scarce because I split it between 2 pans. But, you know, some roasted vegetables recipes be taking 1 hour. And this was like 25 minutes because I left it in there a few more minutes. Nobody got time for that. So then here's the quinoa. You know, that's pretty simple to cook. I need to really look into benefits, but it's super nutritious, super healthy, super quick, gluten-free. And I made that in a pot and called it a day. So I just transferred it over to a container. I actually doubled the quinoa recipe. And I'm like, ooh, I probably shouldn't have did that because that's actually a lot. But I just wanted to make sure I had more of it. But I feel like I need to do the opposite. But we're going to make it work. So that's the quinoa. And those are my vegetables that I put in the container. So here's the asparagus I forgot to put at the beginning. I keep them in a jar, a little water at the bottom to, you know, keep them fresh. And then throw them in the air fryer for about 15 minutes. And voila, that's the right side. And this is the quinoa that I use. I get it from Costco. This is the first time I tried it, but it's organic and it can go a long way. 1 cup would take you a long way. And then bon appetit. So you got your roasted vegetables, you got your quinoa, and you got your asparagus. A full, healthy, nutritious meal. Nothing but vegetables, nothing but vitamin C, vitamin D, magnesium, vitamin D, E, K, all that good stuff. And it should give you pretty full. That's why I made so much quinoa. But other than that, thank you. See y'all later.